And Salah.
Why? It's not the first time this has happened between Klopp and Salah. Yeah, and it's not the first time Klopp has had issues with players, because he had an issue with Manny as well. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But
you're man them, innit? Causing problems.
Can I just say one thing though? Because I read something about Pep having these problems with the Barca players. So is it because you've been together so long, like pushing each other?
Did you ever see what Pep ever said about that? You know, like the longest before he came to City, the longest he ever done was 3 years. And I remember he said, I remember the interview and he said, it's too much. He said, I'm too much. Yeah. It's too much for them. It's too much for me. Yeah, so I need a break.
Dislike each other, innit?
And what he's done at City, which is sick, is he's refreshed the teams. He's certain man, just turfed man out. Laporte, Sterling, turfed them out probably before their time to keep the team fresh. But he said himself, I can't stay in the place too long because it gets too much.
So
that might happen at Liverpool.
That could be the case in itself. That's why he's leaving.
That's what he said. He's burnt out.
Yeah, he's burnt out.
It's mad as well. You see, there was a certain angle that I seen on Twitter last night, and I think it's rubbish. But then at the same time, so he goes to make the subs, and he hugs the best friend, and it's like he goes to hug Salah.
Salah kind of
yeah, and then he says something to him, and then Salah's starts going up. I'm thinking, I could never, because he didn't hug you like he can't because of that.
Listen.
It's like he wanted him to look like, you know what I'm saying?
I think my man didn't respond well to being
yeah, but no one's going to
from when Salah don't seem a guy like that, though, to me.
From when the man comes...
He seen when he's walking.
That's the worst bit.
When he's walking out.
The bit after the game's the worst
That's
bit.
the worst bit.
That's what
I didn't see that bit.
It's got to be fired.
That's Salah for interview. If
Sancho done that, my God.
Oh my.
Sancho done that.
Imagine Sancho done that good.
A man did a tweet, a man got emotional. A man did a tweet, a man got emotional.
That's basically what Sancho did.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was just going to say.
You know, obviously, it's about your reputation, isn't it? Sometimes.
It's about United as well.
Salah's seen as a guy that works hard, been dominating football for a long time. You never really hear no off the field things. So no one's gonna make a big fuss of these kind of things, isn't it?
But Sancho, I think it's the club as well.
But even just before I watched the story on the pod, I was just watching that Scouse kid and
James Redmond.
You've been shit for the past everything we've been competing for. You've been non-existent. That's what they're saying. Bro, they're saying to get to.
He's a
Liverpool fan.
He's a fan, bro. He's been saying that from the get-go.
When they were competing 2 years ago,
Money.
I said
money.
Have you seen the thing? There was a video knocking about, I think he's not scored in the running in like any year when they've been in a title race, and then someone pulled up Ronaldo. See, like 07, 08, there's a video bumping about now of Ronaldo. Last 12 games of the season, I think it's 12 goals, 3 assists. It might be more, it might be 15 goals, double check it anyway, but they're saying in the running, like here's how you deal with a running as a top player. Because obviously they get compared to the best wingers in the Premier League. They're saying in any title race, Salah ain't turned up for them.
Yo, should have heard the guy was going on. He said,
I ain't got the information in front of me, but they're saying
in Champions League season,
Mane is a big player.
He said we couldn't see it, but it was enough for the fans.
I said they should have cashed in the summer. I
should have that Saudi for that Saudi
Liverpool fans are saying
they should have kept
Mane. They didn't realise Mane was the guy for them. They grew holding it together.
I told them Mane was the guy.
You know what it is? You need both. You need both.
Yeah, you needed both.
You see, like in that team, like you see, like when you if you play against certain teams, you know, like boom, keep Salah quiet today. What I'm saying, you can't do that with Mane's on the other wing.
And Firmino played his role.
So you see, like what they've got now is they've got varying degrees of ability in that forward line, or either young players who aren't yet there, or maybe will never be there. But they had 2 30 killers on either side.
Sturridge broke it down.
Balanced each What they've got now is like, you just shut Salah down. That's it, you shut Salah down, it's calm.
Yeah, it's quiet.
Because I was saying to, me and Ray, I was having it the other day, and I said to him, you see Diaz, I think he's good, he's energetic, like he's got a lot of energy, but he just don't strike me as a crazy goal threat. Like, he never strike. I think
Diaz is cold.
He's good. He's very good. That's what I'm saying.
I agree with that much with him.
Yeah, he never strikes me as a goal threat.
You're not gaming for him.
Jota's cold.
He's like their Trossard. He's like their Trossard.
No, I think
What do man think about the 100 mil guy?
Nunes.
Oh man.
Do you know what?
I want to get. He's reminds with Nicholas Jackson in.
Yeah,
I want to get him.
He's quite old though.
He's better go with money.
Yo,
Jackson's
they've got it all. They've got it all. So they get there.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that about a professional.
I might say that. I might say, if you give me the choice to do both of them, I take Jackson.
Yeah, because you know what?
Nah,
you
I'm
taking
taking
Because you know what? I was having a conversation with him, man, and I actually had to deep it. What Jackson does, yeah, and how he gets in the position, yeah, it's mad because he actually does good things to get in the position. So does Nunes, though. Literally, it's
Bro, you see the
in back of
Liverpool
the
team,
net.
bro. Liverpool will like blag you and like, oh, this guy's causing chaos, and you know all these words that they use to like just get around in missing chances. Like that club, they master like market their players.
Yeah,
And if he's doing the same stuff for Crystal Palace, he's getting.
Yo, the guy was 100 mil, and no one even talks about it.
Bro, but this season,
was
his
bagging
goals and
before he
assists
came
is
in.
actually up there though, is it not?
He was hella bagging before he
Europa League,
came.
a lot of Europa League pumping out.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, but everyone said he was overpriced.
And when it's mattered,
Remember when
to be seen.
Derek Coutts done the same thing?
Yeah.
But you see all the
Scored 50 goals
chances.
in Holland, came in.
You see all the chances he gets though.
See, Portugal and Holland are in the same category for me that you don't know what you're getting.
Yeah, I know.
When you buy from those two leagues, you can get like a 30 baller or you can get a dud.
That's why I didn't know
They don't
what was
translate
happening
well.
until
They don't
Bruno
always
played
translate
for
well.
us.
Bro, I was in Trinidad.
Look at Anthony.
Nah, those leagues don't always translate well.
I said Trinidad. Championship qualities. Let's go to the Portugal League. You want to get mad at me?
Outside the
Get
top
money,
three.
I
Outside the
said
top
it's
three.
I just said it's not there. They play in the Champions League and that, bro.
Nah, so the top three teams are good teams.
Yeah,
but
that's
after
what
that-
I'm trying to
after
say.
that, the
That's
quality's
what.
not
Yeah,
great.
that's what I was saying.
You were saying the championship at all? No, I'm saying the championship.
No, because
See,
what he was
the
saying,
quality of
yeah,
the championship
that
is
he
better.
had
Champions
some
League.
data where
the
he said that it was, yeah. But then in several different rankings, they weren't. It was underneath the Portuguese league.
Yeah, they would
so
be.
I'm saying, here's the guy didn't want to take in the data apart from the one thing.
It's what Passport in Lisbon and Benfica. I don't think there's anything any championship team will be scared of.
I agree, but they're there, innit? So you can't
Yeah, yeah.
they're there.
How much space did you get for Europe? 1 or 2? Just
They got three. When you see that the push of
Benfica
So you take away Harry Kane's goals, it's not that good.
Yeah, you can't exclude big parts. Speaking of goals, are we getting on Killian? I don't want to run out of time.
What's your name?
So did the French
goals this season.
Nah, but you know, some things you just gotta appreciate it. Yo.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah,
it's a
You see that
joke.
Megan McConnell?
Yeah,
I don't.
it's a
The
joke.
quality of that defender was whack though. But
Nah, I do that to anyone. You do that to anyone, man.
I mean,
I've seen it too much. I've seen too much at every level.
you
It's been-
you
Do you not know that
You know-
any
you know-
defender that comes up against him?
Nah, I've seen
Over the
Walker
Wasaka.
shut him down.
Nah, you know what it is? He's
Swansea took
Oh yeah, Twanzibi tucked him in it.
I see one beast took him in as well, man.
Yeah, but come on, we've seen the rest.
I've seen that.
What's the numbers? I've seen you putting the numbers on Twitter.
So just refresh those sort of stuff. But yeah,
Nah, you know what? I checked it before. Nah, I checked it because you know what I thought? Let me check this. Because you see what I'm saying? Man will say the French league's whack, which to varying degrees I agree. Probably not too dissimilar what we said then about Portugal and Netherlands. Mbappe has got 48 goals and 26 assists in 71 games in the Champions League. Now, however you spin it, that's the highest level of football. You're playing against the best teams in the world, and he's got more goals and assists in games. And that's coming into the league as a puppy.
is he elite?
Right? Here's what I will remind you. You see his first season for Monaco. You see his first season for Monaco when he was 17. Right? In the Champions League, won the league. Then in the Champions League, he's got home and away against City, he's got home and away against Dortmund, knocked them both out. Yeah. This guy's record in big games is
Hold on.
so park whatever you talk about France.
Gwen was on him straight
Yeah,
away.
I've got to say, I remember when he was in the group and I said Killian's elite and someone said to me, is it? And I think it was you.
I didn't. Yeah, but I didn't say he's not. I just questioned him. I didn't question him. You know what's funny? You know what's funny about this? Do you know what the beauty is? Wait. Do you know what the beauty of this is? Yeah. We've got the 4K.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Because you've also said that KDB's not elite. Yes, yeah. Live on the pod as well, I think. I didn't turn it on to see he's not elite. I didn't turn it on to see he's not elite.
But then he's just on the policy. Yeah, so why question me when I said it? That's all I
What? I've never said that. Mbappe's not elite.
Two Williams is admit that both of them shouts are wild.
I've never said he's not elite. Do you know what the difference is? I didn't say Mbappe's not elite though. He said KDB's not elite. So I didn't say he's behind the
Kylian Mbappe is comfortably the best player in the world.
I've been saying this.
Head and shoulders, head and shoulders right now. Since Messi Ronaldo, you don't know.
He ain't gonna get the prop. He ain't gonna get the props until he leaves.
No. KDB, Jude, and Vinicius, I think are the big arguments, and Harry Kane. I think whoever wins the Champions League will win the Ballon d'Or. Kane wins it, he wins the Ballon d'Or.
I done some research. My man for Leverkusen.
Mbappe is a penalty shootout away from winning last year's Ballon d'Or. So the Lions are very
numbers are better than Bellingham's.
But he came behind Haaland last year. So he weren't
No. What I'm thinking is, if they won the World Cup, he would have won the Ballon d'Or.
I
promise you.
If they won the World Cup,
If they won the World Cup and he had the same World Cup and
look what he done there. He should have got seconds. I'm not saying it was stone. I'm not saying it's stone cold. I'm saying it's a very good debate. It's a big debate.
What do you think, Kyle?
Obviously, man mentioned Bellingham, but Wirtz's numbers are better.
Yeah, I'm not talking about numbers. If Real Madrid win the Champions League, he's winning the Ballon d'Or.
It's not about numbers now.
Yeah, but it's the status thing.
I'm not talking about.
Back to Mbappe, what you just said there is true. Mbappe will not get the respect for what he's done till he leaves PSG.
Yeah.
But if he wins the Champions League at PSG this year, right? Because bear in mind, he took him to a final before, right? Messi and Neymar were there, they did nothing. Messi and Neymar left and he goes back to the Champions League and wins it. I swear that's a wrap from there.
They're going to put him up there with R9.
No, listen, and he deserves to be there. I swear down. No, check this one. After his exploits in the World Cup, after his exploits in... Nah, bro, this guy was in the World Cup at 18 and busted up and went back 4 years later and busted up again. His second legends are made in the World Cup.
His second World Cup was more impressive.
That's crazy.
He's a penalty shot all the way from being goal. Yeah. But I swear down, if he wins the Champions League with PSG, they've never won it, right? They assembled the Avengers and couldn't win it. If he wins it the year them two man leave,
I'm still gobsmacked he bagged 3 pens.
It's very possible.
It's very possible.
I could see him having the same kind of game, as he did in the World Cup final against Real Madrid. But I believe Real Madrid would win because they've got more players on that level.
You've got to get to the final. Do
you know what as well? Dembele got disrespected.
Kane's going to do it. Silence the critics.
You know what's sick? I want the all three of them.
The pure agenda, you know, the guy from I'd
like to see Kane win it and I'd like to see Jude win it. I'm not bothered who wins it.
Support now, come watch it.
I want to see Jude win it more than
you know the Jude thing?
just for the haters.
The Jude thing would be like unprecedented, isn't it? Yeah. I want Jude to win it because this season people are trying to downplay it and it's mad to me. A 20-year-old,
where have you been, fella? Because these want to be downplaying Jude for that don't sound right.
When?
Especially you, sir. The 4Ks there, mate.
Check this.
All man wanted him to do is do this. That's what.
No, but he's doing it.
Now he's doing it, and man have gone quiet, but it's still got nothing to say.
You see, with Jude, this ain't potential. Yo, imagine I would have said to you before he went to Real Madrid this season, he'll go Real Madrid, he's going to get 20 goals, 10 assists, score the winner in both class goals. You'd have said to me, I'm mad.
It's the same thing.
I swear that he would have said to me,
it's going to be the same thing with him, though, as I said about Palmer.
This is the fairy tale.
He's set the ceiling.
I know it's going to be interesting. When Mbappe goes in there next year, and Hendrick goes in, he's going to have to play deeper. So the goals will go.
But then you're just going to base it off his numbers, though?
No, I'm not. I'm not a numbers guy.
So you're going to base it off because his performance
off his general.
I can't see his performance. He's drop.
His general.
He said himself, innit? He cares more about the general performance. And on top of that, he believes that why he was affected this season is when he got the injury, then he came back from the injury and he got the suspension. So he's saying that messed him up a bit. He said obviously he wants to get back to being a clutch player, but as well he wants to get his performance in general back. And I think that goal the other day will give him that boost again.
Because this is like Ings has said before, this is where the elite players get judged.
Is it for another season? Is it for another season? Business and what I'm saying is world class or not?
Him and Vinny will score in the
I think he's world class now. I think Juvenal's world class right now.
Where have you been, fella?
I'm seeing world class form.
He's world class.
Form's up there last season.
I need
Got player of the season.
I need another season like
Got
I need
Bundesliga
another
player
great season at Madrid.
Deeper is
I
making
need
things
another great
happen.
season at Madrid.
I think Bellingham, Musiala, Saka and Foden, I think they're all world class players, me bro. Honestly.
Saka might be a table low, but I wouldn't disagree.
That's unfair.
Different styles of players. That's why I think it's unfair.
I think not. Who did you say?
So does Bruno and Odegaard. Forget about it, bro. Forget about it.
Performing to these man's level.
Forget about it. Bruno and Odegaard not performing at any higher level.
Me personally, I think Saka and Bellingham are in the same point.
And this is where I think man get performance twisted. You hear what you just said? Odegaard is not performing to any higher level than Bruno.
Because of the teams that they win. Because of the teams that they win. I'm good. Because of the teams that they win.
That's bonkers to
Right,
me.
we're gonna have to.
Right, we're wrapping up.
Controversy.
We're done.